as the obsessed compulsive gamer, the O.C.G, and I'm here playing Valkyrie Profile, Lineth. A game I want to try out for ages. Yeah, sorry, my internet went down. It's being a bitch. I've heard lots of really, really, really great things about this series, but I've never gotten around to playing it. I love Tri-Ace, though. I've always loved Tri-Ace. They did one of my favorite JRPGs, Eternal Sonata. Favorite JRPGs. That's great. I saw it looked really unique, and it was on sale for $10. And I'm excited because they actually added trophies to this version of the game, so I can get the platinum. And from what I've heard, the platinum is pretty reasonable, so that's cool.
I must hurry. I don't want to get scolded by Mother again.
And this is apparently a port of the PSP version.
I'm so sorry. Your clothes, are they?
Watch where you're going, girl. How dare you splash water on a guest?
What the fuck?
Forgive me.
Well, this got dark.
Mother, who were those men?
It's none of your business. You have work to do now. Hurry up and grab your bucket.
Lucian? What's going on? Do you know what time it is?
Shh! Be quiet. Platina, we've got to run. Come now, hurry.
What are you talking about, Lucian?
Listen to me. Your mother and father, they... They've sold you.
What?
You little thief! What are you doing to my daughter?
Come on.
I like the art style of this game a lot. It's pre-rendered backdrops, but it's not like the Final Fantasy games where we're trying to go for realism.
Lucy and I want to go home.
How can you say that?
I haven't heard anything from Mother about this. Are you sure this isn't all a misunderstanding about being sold?
Yeah, I know they did one on PS2 that was supposed to be really good as well. Samaria, I think it's
You must be
called.
so worried about me right now.
I always wanted to play it, but I couldn't find it. It was hard to find even back when PS2 games were affordable.
Lucian.
And then they did one on the DS, Covenant of the Plume, I think.
You've seen the Men in Black, haven't you? They've come to my house, too.
Here comes the man in black.
And the next day, my little sister was gone. My mom and dad didn't tell me anything.
I actually didn't expect this game to have voice acting.
But everyone said she was stricken with a disease.
Oh? Have you ever heard of a disease that makes you disappear? Anyway, our family has no money.
Yeah, Valkyrie Elysium. I saw that. It looks very different, though. Kind of like a hack and slash.
I just don't want to lose you.
This version of the game was originally a pack-in with the deluxe version of Valkyrie Elysium. You would get this, and then they thankfully made it so you could purchase this regardless, because a lot of people just wanted to play this game. So, and I've been wanting to play it for a while, and it was on sale for $10. So I'm like, oh hey, why not?
Lucian. Then let's run away, far away. I'll go anywhere with you, Lucian.
Giggity! Oh. Gave her his jacket. That's sweet. Actually, really impressive how they animated that with pixels.
Where do you think we are?
I don't know.
The atmosphere is really impressive
What
too.
will become of us now?
Pretty creepy, actually. At the time, a lot of these games were derided um, for maintaining the pixel aesthetic. Uh, yeah, I've heard it's a really long game. Like, I heard you can get over 80 hours out of it. But at the time, these games were derided for the pixel aesthetic. When they moved to 3D characters. But I think in retrospect, it's helped them age a lot better. Like, technically, I understand why they went, with 3D models and all that, but those PS1 3D models, most of them don't hold up very well. Oh, that's pretty.
Where?
It's so beautiful. Do you think this might be heaven?
It's bad luck to say such things.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
These flowers, they're... Platina, we've got to get out of here. These flowers, all of them, they're... Weeping lilies.
Weeping lilies?
That's right. If we stay here, their poison will kill us. Platina!
Oh, shit.
If I were to fall asleep here, would I be able to just slip away?
What?
God damn, this is getting dark.
I can't stand it any longer, no matter how hard I've tried. Mother and Father have never treated me with kindness. If you care about me so much, Lucian, do you think... Do you think we might be reborn? That we might be reborn together? I'm so glad to have known you, Lucian, but I have too many awful memories. I just want to forget it all.
No! Wake up! I won't have it! You want to forget? Would you forget me too, Platina? Platina!
Jesus Christ. Yeah, no shit. Fuck. That is a super memorable intro. Holy shit. And it segues into the pre-rendered cutscenes. From what I remember, that's what they, from what I've heard, that's what one of the things the PSP version added was these fancy CG scenes. Which also look pretty good, and it held up very well, because the PSP scenes, yeah, I mean, it didn't need them, but it's still nice they went to the effort. And considering these scenes were made in 2006, they've held up pretty well. Most game CG that's, what, almost 20 years old looks like shit. So, the fact that this was made for fucking PSP 19 years ago and still looks this good. Plus, they fit the aesthetic of the game. There's a lot of time when they'll do pre-rendered cutscenes that feel out of place and don't match the aesthetic of the game. This actually does fit the aesthetic of the game and not look like that, you know what I mean? Oh wow, that's high praise. I'm sure I'll like it, but I'm not sure which, will be my favorite, but I guess we're gonna see. I also read that you should always start on hard, because apparently hard mode isn't really that hard, and you can't access the bonus dungeons in the actual game without doing that? Oh, here we go. Here's a version differences for the PSP version. I'm interested. And apparently they did mobile. They did a mobile port of this game. Uh, well, the good news is that something that should help make it easier. This has a lot of the save states and stuff that modern games do. This version has save anywhere, load, and rewind. So that should help make it more manageable. Hold on one second. I've got to talk to my friend real quick. Sorry, I was just telling my friend Emily about the situation, and I had to tell her in a voice message just because it's easier to explain, and I had to mute my mic, so I didn't want to. But yeah, like I said, so uh, this should help. Uh, this should help make the game a little bit more manageable. Plus, you remember I played. Uh, Plus, as you remember, I play a lot of hard games, so you know I don't give a shit if it's hard, if it's good. As long as it's hard but fair, I'm fine. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. So, like, if it's challenging, I don't care. As long as it's not bullshit. Okay, well then it should be fine then. Plus, you know me, I've also played a lot of JRPGs. This is my first rodeo, so I will probably be using a guide to make sure I get the best ending. No, I'm not going to spoil any of the plot. I'm just, whenever I play a JRPG like this, like a long game, JRPGs are my favorite genre of game, but they're also notorious for having a lot of missables. So whenever I'm dedicated to fully playing a JRPG like this, I always find out what the missables are without spoilers. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to spoil the story, but I don't want to be trying to go for 100%, trying to get everything, and then miss out after 50 hours because I missed one point of no return or a missable, and then get fucked out of it. So whenever I play a game like this, I always look up a guide and try to find it. No spoilers. What can I miss? And I'll be probably using a guide for this just to make sure I get everything. Yeah, I was actually going to get that on sale, and then it actually went off sale. Well, I know you have to get all. I think you have to do a lot of things to get the best ending. So, okay. Have to talk to everyone. Gotcha. Yeah, I don't. I don't do that. I talk to people when I go to a town in RPG. Okay. Oh, I was fucking blown away by the beginning. And there's different visual modes. I'm trying to see what they look like.
I must.
Yeah, well, there's three settings here, and they seem kind of weird. Let me see. Default, retro classic. No, that's got scan lines. Fuck that. I know some people are into the faux scan lines. No.
I don't want to get scolded.
Yeah, see, I'm not a big fan of it. You're right. I'm not a big fan of any of that shit. I'm not a big fan of scan lines. I'm not a big fan of a film grain. Games are not movies, and even them with films, that was something they couldn't avoid. I'm not a big fan of uh, chromatic aberration, like blurring the edges and stuff like that, or filters. Yeah, vignette, exactly. Exactly. Oh, hey, let's fucking block off the screen. That was actually something that I fucking hated about the Evil Within. For like the first year after the game came out, it had those insanely obnoxious fucking black bars, and I'm so thankful they eventually patched in an option to turn those off because I fucking hate those. Yeah, it did exactly, and I'm so happy they eventually patched that option the fuck out. It took them like over a year, but they did, and now I can't go back. I always make sure to. That's the first thing I do when I start the Evil Within is turn that the shit off. And Resident Evil 7. Yeah, exactly. Even then, I wish I could turn that off. It's okay in the order, but yeah. Uh, um. Anyway, yeah. Sorry, lost my train of thought for a second. Um, I love Resident Evil 7. It is one of my all-time favorite games ever. It's one of my favorite Resident Evil games. I have played 7 countless times. I will play 7 countless times. It's one of the games that creep me out the most. Still does. But that's about one of the only things that I don't like about Resident Evil 7 is all the visual filters they use. I would just prefer it if you could just fucking toggle them off. And I think people have modded it on PC, but no such luck on console. I mean, it's not a deal breaker. The game is still amazing, but yeah, I would turn off those fucking filters in a heartbeat. And it's a beautiful game. It really is. But yeah, I'm not. Wow, 4 people are watching. Thanks so much. I really appreciate you. You should like, comment, and subscribe. I'm not a like I said. I'm a big fan of any kind of visual noise or anything like that, or games that like Ed. Oh, that's great. Uh, are you talking about in this game, or are you talking about Rise of the Ronin? Uh, oh shit, it's Max.
By Mother again.
Good to see you, dude. Okay, I'm gonna change some of the controls around because I cannot stand circle being jump. I cannot fucking stand it. And thankfully, they actually let you rearrange buttons, so that's pretty cool. Especially because this game is, from what I've seen of this game, it is just as much a platformer as it is a JRPG. So it's not like, oh, you don't jump. Fuck off. No, it is not. Circle is never good for jumping in any game ever, Max. It's not. It is not. It's also not. It's also not. R1 and L1 for jumping is awful. See, oh god, you are crazy. All right, time to start this in earnest. Degree of difficulty. Well, you have me on the first hand. Yeah, L2 for boomer shooters, great. They don't have you looking down the sights. And yeah, you can jump, okay? But he's not even talking about a fucking boomer shooter. He's talking about Max Payne. He's talking about L1 for jump. Yeah, well, Max, you are, as they say, wrong. Okay, and it's what Rose was trying to say. What Rose was trying to say. Okay, when you have to press X or a face button, you take your hand off the stick. Okay, when you're pressing the trigger, when you're pressing the trigger, you're not taking your hand off the stick. So for games that require you to jump and shoot, I think it's the way to go. Otherwise, having to constantly take your hand on and off the stick fucking sucks. Then you should understand. Hold on a second. Let me check of the trophy list for this. I don't know what the trophy situation is like. Most of them are recruiting the characters, which is it was cool. Uh, bu- 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 Obtaining items, which is fine. Hold on, I'm trying to check the whole list. You can't see me. I don't know why they do that, but okay. Yeah, no, the trophy list is actually pretty decent. Not really bullshit. So that's cool. Menu. Yeah, dude, because one, unfortunately, Max, I like talking to you. I wish that I didn't when you say shit like that. And for two, uh, I like to get things all sorted and set up before I play through the game. Okay? Well, I'm not just monologuing to myself, I'm monologuing to people and reading what they're saying. And if I'm going to read the dumbass shit that you type, I need my full attention on that. I can only handle so much bullshit at one time, Max, and when you start to fucking shit posting, I can only focus on that, so blame yourself. It's also kind of interesting and kind of weird because, well, this has a lot of Norse mythology in it. Uh-huh. It's also got a heavy element of Christianity from what I'm seeing, with them talking about heaven and fucking this church and shit, so it's got weirdly got like kind of mixture of Norse and Christianity. And yeah, this game's aesthetic is gorgeous, I have to say. And it's held up really well for a game that's
How
1998,
nostalgic.
1999, something like that. No. Same Lake does not own Norse mythology, Max. Yeah, it's high praise considering how many JRPGs you played. But yeah, I really like the art style. And they have a lot of like dynamic backgrounds and shit, which I think is cool. Like in the forest scene, they had fog, and now they have cloud cover moving. It has a very unique aesthetic, even for the time. No to Oh, hey, the music's done by Motoi Sakuraba. Man, he has done so many fucking games. I'm guessing that's Asgard. But yeah, Sakuraba has done so many fucking games, soundtracks, like so fucking many. And I've heard people try to criticize him, like, his soundtracks sound kind of generic. No, they don't at all. If they sound generic, it's because he was been around in the industry. He literally created the template for the modern RPG soundtrack. So many people try to emulate him. And for 2, he's done plenty of unique soundtracks. It just depends on the game. Like Baten Kaitos, he uses fucking electric guitars and pipe organs and shit. So it's just, when he does a more traditional game, he does a more traditional theme. But he's done plenty of fucking different themes. So, like, people who say that haven't played his shit. Yeah, I'm gonna keep fucking around with the filters to see retro. Yeah, they have retro classic. It's your favorite. It's got scan lines, Max. Oh, okay. I can walk around now.
Welcome to Valhalla.
You seem as if you're waiting for someone.
Of course. I've been waiting for you, Lenneth. I've been waiting since my sister Freya told me you were coming back.
No, it's more of just a port. They made a new Valkyrie profile game a while back. He is a psycho. He honestly prefers the CRT TV over modern TV. Fatback and all. He is certifiably fucking insane.
Of course. I've been waiting for you, Lenneth. I've been waiting since my sister Freya told me you were coming back.
Has it been that long? Are you well?
Yes! Oh, Lord Odin is waiting for you within.
No. Games that were made for CRTs look smoother. And it's not really a problem, dude. It's not really in the milk before the cereal. Oh, shit. That's actually a pretty good one.
Of course. We will speak later, Frey.
And no, this isn't really a remaster. This is basically just a port. This game, they made a new game in the series, and it's like a deluxe edition pack-in. You could spend an extra $10 and get this, or something like that, included. Just and then they released it by itself, and it's got trophies. Pretty much, yeah. It's not an official PS1 Classics title, even though it uses the fucking menu. Now, see, Max is one of those types of guys who thinks that he's like super clever because he makes himself the cereal bowl. He sits there and he shovels his mouth full of cereal. Then he pours milk in and sits there and switches his head around. That's how Max eats cereal. That's how they do it in Australia. Did you know? Well, in between wrestling kangaroos.
am here, Lord Odin, at your service. Stand, Lenneth. You have no need to kneel before us like a dweller in Midgard. I understand.
I rejoice to see you again. You have been missed.
And you.
Well, you know, it usually helps if it's just like, I'll suck your dick for some cereal. They usually don't turn you down. I'm not speaking from experience.
Lenneth Valkyrie, I would not summon you, the greatest of the three goddesses who govern destiny, without good cause.
Yes, my lord.
The head of Mimir has told me that Ragnarok, the end of the world, draws near.
Ragnarok?
There have been signs of unrest among the Vanir of late. It seems that we, the Aesir, will not be able to avoid war with them. We require warriors. You shall journey to Midgard, the world below, and search for suitable human souls.
It is my honor, Lord. to
Fuck
serve
'em.
you.
I expect great things from you. Very well then. Freya?
Yes, my lord. I will join you on your journey down, but I must return before long. You have but recently awakened, and it would be unkind of me to send you alone.
think it's foolish, brother, because you're content with what you have.
You're wrong.
Uh, all right, man. Okay, we're just getting straight into the thick of it. Into the thick of it! Oh, now I'm playing this guy, okay. Wasn't expecting that. Yeah, this game has a very unique battle system, what I was saying. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I've heard the battle system gets better as you go. Okay, so he's got problems with his brother. But he loves his brother and supports him. Okay, she seems kind of spoiled. Okay, she's... Yeah, Mystic Quest. I've never had much affinity for because it's like Mystic Quest is what led to the Mana series, uh, and it seems like an awkward middle step. Like they were putting their toes, dipping their toes in the water before they went full fucking into Mana, and it's like this awkward middle ground. Like it's one of those games where I appreciate what it was trying to do, and I appreciate the role that it played in the series, and I really like the Mana games. So it's cool that it created that, but it hasn't held up very well. You know what I mean? Where it's like some games, like I appreciate how you help move the gaming industry forward, but I don't think you're very good. You know what I mean? Like some games, you can say, like you can see the impact they had on the gaming industry, but like I don't think you've held up very well, and you're kind of shitty now. So uh, God, game I fucking love, and I genuinely hope they get around to re-releasing a game that I played the absolute fucking shit out of when I was a kid, Sword of Mana for Game Boy Advance. Fuck, I love that game so fucking much. And they re-released a bunch of the Mana games, but not Sword of Mana for some fucking reason. Even though emulating it and getting running would be ridiculously easy, a fucking toaster. I grew up playing that as a kid, and like they re-released a bunch of them. They re-released Secret of Mana. They re-released Trials of Mana, the original and the new one. They just was it last year re-released Legend of Mana, the PS1 game. Like fucking re-released Sword of Mana. It was the last of the traditional Mana games. You know what I mean? Where they moved on. Like after that, they like went like experimenting. They did the one on PS2 that I've heard mixed stuff about. Dawn of Mana? Yeah, Dawn of Mana. I've heard some people say it's great. Some people say it's shit. Then they did there's one Mana the game they did where it was like real time strategy. I don't fucking care about that. But like yeah, so like Sword of Mana was like the last of the traditional Mana games. Yeah, Sword of Mana I thought was dope. Okay, so it kind of seems like so my guess is that she wanted to fuck that guy and he turned her down. And she can't handle the fact that he turned her down. Okay, so the king is a bit of a bitch. Okay, he apparently doesn't like the king. Like, I avoided any story spoilers about this game, other than the fact I think Odin is bad. I remember somebody saying something about that, although, that doesn't surprise me, because if you know anything about Odin in general, he's a fucking piece of shit, same as Zeus. So, but other than that, I don't know anything about this game's story. And I know about that because it's, from what I've heard, yeah, Odin being a bad guy is a recurring thing. What the fuck? Okay. Oh, am I playing him again? Okay. Wasn't expecting to play as him. Oh shit, is that... Ah, it's her in disguise, isn't it? Oh, the towns look pretty cool. And that's good, because I think any JRPG needs a good town. Non-Low Garden, the only gourmet Yamato-style restaurant in Artolia. I think any good JRPG needs a good towns, you know what I'm saying? And, like, I mean, I can like a RPG without good towns, but for me to truly love a game, it's gotta have good towns. Like, so much of the story, uh, is in the towns. You know, so much of the world building. I told you that one of the main reasons why I love games is escapism. The feeling of place of being in another world, and nowhere do you get that more than towns. You know what I mean? Like, dungeons are cool, obviously you gotta have dungeons, but you don't get a feeling of being in that world, of being in a place, except in towns. You know, so a great RPG has awesome towns. And, yeah, like Final Fantasy IX, Trino, the Opera City, is still one of my favorite settings in any Final Fantasy game and fucking blows me away. "30 minutes later. Oh my god, she's actually a Karen. Yeah, that is true. I really like how they have the Western and Eastern culture meeting. You know what I'm saying? You'll see like typical Japanese pagodas when they come to like colonial townhouses and shit. What the fuck? Yeah, I didn't think I was gonna have her fucking. I didn't think she was gonna. I didn't think the start of this game after the whole introduction would be her fucking going Nanny McPhee and then carrying out.
I insulted that girl's father right in front of her.
Yeah, no shit. Of course she's not happy that you insulted her dad.
Yes, I didn't mean to. I just wanted to show what a gutless coward the king is.
I'm guessing he's got some personal beef with the king.
What I did wasn't wrong,
Yeah, but she wouldn't know that. It's her dad.
but a daughter can't help but love and honor her own father.
Well, at least he gets that. You know, even if he's a dick, it is her
Is
dad.
there any child that would not feel anger at seeing their sire made a fool of?
Same time tomorrow. Well, that's great. Ah, that's cool. My grandma used to watch me play a lot of games. She pretty much watched me play all of Metal Gear Solid 5, start to finish. She loved every moment of it. Yeah, like she actually watched. My grandma, she was in her 70s, but she actually liked my games. She paid attention. She knew the characters, you know what I'm saying? She actually knew the difference between Big Boss and Solid Snake. Yeah, I watched my dad play Evil Within at launch. I was there. He got it at the midnight release. I went with him, and then he played it. But my grandma, I could actually tell you the difference between Big Boss and Solid Snake. She could tell you like a bunch of the backstory from Metal Gear. Like she fucking loved Metal Gear Solid 5. Like anytime I would play MGS5, she would fucking be like super excited more than any other game. Like she wants to play a lot of games, and she loves a lot of games, but she was really excited about MGS5.
I could care less.
Yeah. Well, the towns are cool. It's cool that there's actually like a bunch of integral buildings. I like that. Uh, yeah, I played. I actually remember my dad. Actually, remember my dad got my dad actually got San Andreas at launch. And I remember him literally playing it like the day San Andreas came out.
Vilnor was about a week's journey away along the Great Road. But the journey was uneventful, and by the third day we were halfway there.
Oh, shit.
The dust looked to have been kicked up by a group of Altorian cavalry. It seemed like they were chasing something, but I never imagined it was us. When I think about it now, I never should have agreed to take that package without knowing what was inside. It just wasn't like me.
It's a setup! What the fuck?
Our parcel? It was that little tomboy princess. Jolanda.
Jolanda. This is a funny name for a princess.
I'd have been quite happy to kill a stinking knave. But I've got more important things to do.
Like Brood. And talk in third person like Max.
Arngrim! It hurts! Help me! Save me!
What the fuck? Dude! What the hell? I did not expect her to go fucking full like Parasite Eve. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. And she going fucking ham on him too. Ah, foreskin.
Lambert was playing two hands. He knew the abduction would be discovered, so he sent some medicine along with the search party. If we made it all the way to Vilnor, no problem. But if we were discovered, the cavalry would use the medicine. He knew the princess would be unconscious if she was found.
Man, Lombard, it seems like a fucking douche.
As you see, the princess became a monster, and afterwards all were dead.
Yes, you and fucking
Perhaps
insane in the membrane. Ghoul powder? Yeah, you had the exact same reaction I did. He's a fucking necromancer. Dude, this escalated so much.
maybe he made the right choice. I don't know. But I wasn't going to run. Even on the field of battle, I've never felt like this. Lambert!
Lambert!
Kill you.
I'm just hold on. Okay. Oh shit, they pop back up.
Who hadn't heard the tales of the endless war?
I think they actually have made an anime of this.
Of darkness.
Come to me, Dark Warriors. Battle awaits us.
Okay. I think so. I have to look it up. Hold on, let me. Yolanda, no!
Battle is my greatest pleasure. But this was different.
You think it's foolish, brother, because you're content with what you have.
You're wrong! It was through others' misfortune that I felt myself to be strong. That's right. I, who was myself without morals. Who was I to judge others? Who was I to look down on them?
Okay, manga.
Injustice. I began to realize that the king and I were very much the same.
Oh shit. Okay, so she took her soul? What the fuck?
I beg of you! You must save Arngrim, please!
Save? How do you think he might be saved?
First you were trying to kill him, and now you're trying to save
By
him?
being allowed to continue to live, or by being chosen by me?
That's him! That's the man who betrayed me!
That's a proper response. Conspiracy? I heard you're the expert on that subject. Okay.
Three Dark Warriors, battle awaits us.
It's not chosen one like that, Max. Okay? And me and Max have gone into this. Me and Max have gone into this so many fucking times. Because he's just like, every RPG, you're the chosen one. And I'm like, dude, there's so many RPGs where you're not the chosen one. You were only playing the fucking ones where you are. And second of all, in this game, Max, it's not the chosen one. She says, chosen by me, she's talking about warriors. Okay, it's not chosen one like, you were prophesized. When she says chosen by me, she means you're a cool fucking dude. You're a noble warrior. It's not the same thing. And I mean, if you know anything about Valkyries, that's what they do. You're chosen. Like, you're a great warrior, you can ascend to Valhalla. It's like, bro, did you just see me take out the goddamn wizard? Oh, God. I didn't think he was gonna fucking kill himself.
Why did you save me?
Consider it a gift.
It seems we'll be spending quite a bit of time together.
Didn't think he was gonna commit fucking seppuku.
That it does, little one. Quite a bit indeed.
And that's like the second person that's fucking killed themselves. Like, god damn, what am I, like, fucking hour into this? Oh, hey, sweet. I guess that's like the first dungeon. Noise! Hey, it's cool, you can actually fly around, which is not something I'm fucking used to at all, but actually is super cool. And like, the fact that you can actually fly up and down in full 3D is actually pretty dope, and not something I was anticipating. And the animations and camera work is really cool, especially basically for PS1. Alright, I will be right back. I have to use the bathroom and then I have to go to the store. Yeah, no, I can see why. I'm definitely really looking forward to playing this. I'll be back in a little bit. I'll let you guys know